Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, folks. Welcome into a little spin-off project we're starting up. It's called the Shootaround. Mostly we're going to be doing drafts, probably quizzes, things like that. Little quick hitters, exclusive to YouTube. So you'll only find these on YouTube, and we should be dropping them during the middle of the week most weeks to get you by until, the normal episode of Beer Money Podcast comes out. Anyways, this week we're going to do 1990s movies. Okay, last week we did 2000s Nickelodeon shows. It was just Buzz Alwins and myself. This week Bean is making his debut, so this should be a good draft. We're going to go 10 picks each. So that means 10 rounds, 3 of us. That means 30 movies are going to be drafted tonight, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Snake draft, if that means
snake draft as well.
People listening. Yeah.
So it's going to be snake draft style. And since Bean wasn't on the first episode, we're going to go ahead and be gentlemen about this. We're going to let him have the first overall pick. And then the order is going to go myself, Ben, and then third will be Buzz Alwins. And like we said before, it's going to be a snake draft. So if you're familiar with that, you already know what we're saying. And if not, you're going to find out. So, So without further ado, unless anybody else has any comments, any trash talk heading into this, anything you guys have in your mind?
I think any topics we do after, if you guys are okay with that, if anything pops up, but I think we just go right into the draft,
Yeah. And I'd be remiss to not mention how swole Bean is looking. He just got back from the gym, ate probably what'd you eat for dinner? Probably like broccoli and like skinless, boneless chicken and like no.
It looks like he ate Papa Doc for dinner.
I had some fish, some green beans, a little pasta.
Which bar was that fish from? That you had?
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Nothing. All right, let's go on the draft, though.
I know some shit.
Without further ado, Bean, why don't you kick this draft off with the first overall pick of the first round of the 1990s movie draft? What do you got, Bean?
I'm going Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I don't hate it. I mean, that's a good pick.
Any comments about this? I feel like we should give little comments about each pick. But
I feel like that movie goes without saying. It's a classic. It's a timeless movie. I mean, it's one that whenever it's on TV, I usually pop it on, and unless it's right at the end of it, I like to kind of I'll jump in and watch whatever's left of it. It's just a classic movie, man.
Plus, it's got ties to Maine, so it's a
Stephen
King story. They got a couple parts of the movie are supposedly in Buxton, Maine. The prison itself is in Maine. So Maine movie, great pick. It's
I think it's a good pick because it's Maine too, though. You really got to appreciate the fact that you work Maine in there. It's an amazing movie, anyways. But you do work Maine in there, whether they. I've seen the same thing. I'm pretty sure they filmed stuff here, but either way, like Harv's here. It's also a main author that this book. The movie goes off. It's a great book. Right. I like it.
I feel like it flies under the radar that it was a Stephen King story. I don't know how many people actually know that, but
a lot of people don't think of it. They think about like Carrie and like Cooter, like all that stuff, like the Pet Sematary. Like yeah. People get on that stuff, but no, this is definitely a main one too. It's another one from him. So
perfect. So first overall off the board, Shawshank Redemption.
I don't think that was the one you were worried about, Ben.
No,
no, it wasn't.
No, you could tell by his reaction.
It is it's a good pick though. It's a good pick, but I don't think it was either. I was like, I don't think that's the one. As soon as you said it, I was like,
yeah. So for people at home, before we started recording, I told these two that if my pick that I wanted in the first round, if it got taken in front of me, that I was going to quit the show right away. So,
and we were hoping it would, but he missed it.
Yeah,
I was between two, so I'm going to be hoping I can get it on the way back, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So, that means I'm up next, right?
And Bean, you're recording these, right? I'm going to write them down.
Yeah, I got them down.
Okay.
So I'm up next, right? Second pick?
Yeah.
All right, boys. I wanted this pick, and I'm going to get it. Going Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, yep. I got it on the list. I didn't have it highlighted as my first round pick, but I did have it on there. It's a good it's a good movie.
Probably it might be my favorite movie of all time, so it fits right into this draft. Perfect 90s movie, great cast, one of the best casts of all time, one of the best movies of all time. I'm very pleased to get this pick. If I don't get any of the other picks I want in this draft, I'm just happy. I'm anchored with Goodfellas.
Right.
All-time movie. So
it's a good one.
You guys, I'm assuming you guys seen it.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, Ben, I don't know if you remember, you and me had, I bet you, me, and Zach watched it back at Alan Lucy a while back. The old place we're living at. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had. Well, he hadn't seen it in a while, and neither. You guys got to watch it. So we watched that one. It was a good one. Great one.
Alrighty.
All right.
So buzz all ones.
So I got 2 picks in a row. There's a couple that I'm going to be upset if I lose. There's one I'm almost positive I will lose, but I feel like I have to do these 2 in a row now. Snake draft, that's how it works. I got 2 in a row right here.
Yep.
My first one, I am going with Forrest Gump.
Okay.
Forrest Gump has to be gone. It doesn't make sense not to put that out there. I mean, the poor man had to deal with an absolute hoe of a love. Not fair to him. My second one that I'm gonna go right into, and we can go back to Forrest Gump if you guys have anything to say, but it's Pulp Fiction.
Fuck.
Yep. That was gonna if I didn't have the third pick the way I did and the way it lined up, that would have been my one. Pulp Fiction and Forrest Gump. I like Forrest Gump and then Pulp Fiction. They were both 1 and 2. I was throwing them back and forth. But there's another one out there I love, and I hope you guys don't take. But I had to take those 2. So my picks though, I got Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction. Those are 2 amazing movies.
Yeah, that was one I was between with Shawshank.
Yeah. And Pulp Fiction is truly one of those ones that I've appreciated it the more I've watched it, if that makes sense. I mean, like, I've seen it way back in the day, and then I watched it again in high school, and then I watched it again. I watched it the first time in middle school, actually, with my uncle. Then I watched it again in high school alone. I was like, that's dope. And I watched it again after, it was during college, but, spent a little bit there. But I watched it during that, 5-6 years ago. And I was like, holy shit, this is so good. Like, it is. It is an amazing movie.
Fun fact about that movie. You know that scene where
it was a trivia question. I bet we're gonna talk about
Travolta's girlfriend. What's her name again in the movie? I can't remember it, but
Uma Thurman, right?
Uma Thurman. Yeah, I don't remember her name,
yeah.
but
I can't either at the top of my head at the moment. But yeah,
the scene where she overdoses in that apartment that was actually filmed in reverse. So
we did this on the podcast. It was a trivia question.
I gotcha.
Yeah. No, I'm happy. You're fine with saying it. I'm just saying. I don't know if you remember that. We did that as a trivia question. Yep.
Alrighty.
Still in reverse though as well. Yeah, but yeah. All right.
Great picks. You got to be feeling good about having 1, 2. You got Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction.
I'm very, very, very happy about it.
Like
I said, those were true. Like those were 2 of the 7 I had. I didn't need that many, but 7 I had as first round candidates, second round candidates. But there's one more that was the first I really love. I'm hoping you guys don't take it. So we'll see what happens. But
so I believe I'm up next, right?
It. Yes, yep. I gotta cross off the Shawshank was taken and Goodfellas. Where did I put Goodfellas? All right.
So my second round pick, I feel like this is great value getting it where I am. I'm taking Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my other one. Yep, that was my other one. That was the one I almost put over Pulp Fiction, but I was like, someone's taking Pulp Fiction.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I was going to take Pulp Fiction second round. So if you had just taken Saving Private, it would have been a flip flop. So
Pulp Fiction back on the second one.
You would have never. No, that one was going. Damn, dude, though, I love that movie. It's one of my favorite. Honestly, I was trying to go over the ranking thing and do it that way, but Saving Private Ryan is one of my favorite movies.
I have that ranked second on my big board. So the fact that I got it, what would that be in the second round, second pick? Feel great about that. So
I had it as my top 3. Literally that one, and then Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction. All 3. I didn't know how to order them, but I couldn't pass up Forrest Gump as my one, and Pulp Fiction was too tough. I couldn't pass that up.
I fucked up, man. It sounds like I could have got Shawshank on the end of the second round.
You could have got that third, fourth round. I have it as as a 4th, 5th round pick easily for me. It's a great movie. But I appreciate the main nod, though, to be honest. I mean, you got to think of it that way. So,
all right, Bean. So you got back-to-back picks here.
Yeah. First one. Hold on. Let me cross off Saving Private Ryan. I mean, I'll know that it got taken, but I'm just going to cross it off. All right. So
I'm crossing them off, too.
First one that I'm going to go with, because now I got the double pick. I'm taking Fight Club.
Ooh.
Yep. I got that on there, too. Good pick. Yep.
Earlier than I thought it would go, but still, all-time movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, that was one, I don't know about you guys, that was one that I went a little hard here in color-coded stuff. That was one that I was like, haven't seen in a while, need to watch again, and I didn't get to it because I knew I really liked it when I watched it, but I didn't know how I'd ever put her, above the 2, 3 that I put in my top ones. but I know that it was a great movie when I watched it a while ago. But I mean, this has been quite a while since some of these have been watched. You know, like it's one of those ones I had to watch again.
Yep.
But I know it's a great one, so it's a good pick.
All right, so
now you get another one.
First pick of the third round, baby. We're getting into third.
Yeah. I'm torn here. I don't know if I want to go a genre change or not.
I think we go. It's almost like you're in an NFL draft. You know, you're looking at the best available. That's the way I put it. When we said we weren't going to do genres, it's like, all right, best available. It sucks because there's so many sport movies I absolutely love, but it's hard to put either, like, you know, Pulp Fiction or, you know, the ones I pick. I can't put it above Pulp Fiction or Forrest Gump, but they're so amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. It's tough, man. Fuck, I am torn. All right.
I was gonna say, are we walking the card to the podium yet, or?
Yeah, it is a tough one. There could be a trade on the clock. You don't know.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go White Men Can't Jump.
I got it on my list. It's a good movie. I watched that recently, and that is a great movie. It might be because I watched it more in my recently mind, so it's great. But it is a good one.
I don't even have it on my list, to be honest with you guys.
Oh, I got it on mine.
I've never seen it beginning to end. I've only seen like maybe a couple minutes of it.
Oh, it's a good one. It is a very good
I do
one.
love Woody Harrelson though, so anything he's in, then
it is
big Oregon touchdown.
It's a good one, but that is probably more of my later rounds. But I love that movie.
I was gonna say, Bean, do you think you could have gotten that later on?
That's the thing. I don't know where any of these could go because
if we do sport movies, that's why I said, guys, we do sport movies, we're good.
It's not like sports where there's like a pretty easy consensus on who's better.
Well, that's why I'm saying we do a sports section. No, it's a great movie. First of all, it's a great movie, so don't worry about it. But yes, we're good. We go from there. All right.
So I'm up now, right?
You're up now.
All right. I won't beat around the bush. I know what I'm taking. I know what I want. I'm going Jurassic Park.
It's a good pick.
Take
Jurassic Park.
Can't go wrong with that. That's one of the we didn't own a ton of VHS tapes when I was growing up. We didn't have the bread like that. So there's only a certain handful that we did have. Jurassic Park was one of them. I've seen it a million times. Even if it didn't hold a special place in my heart, I still think it's worthy of a high draft pick. So I think I get that right where I wanted it. Jurassic Park, third round. I like it.
Oh, yeah, it's a great one.
Loki, one of the scariest parts of that movie is when the Jeep crashes on the side of the road and like that little tiny fucking dinosaur like comes out of the bushes and like sprays his like fucking
fucks that guy up. Yeah, it's the guy from Space Jam. He fucks him up. There was a guy in Seinfeld too. Yeah, he gets him. Yeah.
But I mean, all-time movie, so I'm very happy getting that in the third round. So
All right.
All right, I got back-to-back picks, and now I'm at a part where there's really four-ish that I would like to take, but I'll say I only get two, but I'm happy with the two. Out of I'm gonna go with these. My first one, that's why I mentioned the sport thing. I have to do it. It's probably one of my favorites of all time, but I kind of had to try to alter it for this draft and try to make sure it fit. But I am going Sandlot. I'm not going to lose that one. Sandlot is one of my favorite movies of all time. I've watched it pretty much every other year, if not every year. It's absolutely amazing. The other ones after that, Sandlot 2 and 3, is not. I mean, they're okay. Nothing close to the first one though. Sandlot, I have to take that, and I'm going to go two sport ones in a row. I got to do it. I'm taking The Waterboy.
Yep. We knew that one was coming off.
Yeah, The Waterboy is coming off the board. It has to. Doesn't make sense not to. So I got Sandlot and The Waterboy. There's a couple other big ones right here that I'm ready to take, but I know I'm almost positive, if not both, one will get taken, but I have to take those two. Those are great ones.
Alrighty.
90s classics right there, in my opinion.
So that was the last pick of the third round and the first pick of the fourth round, right?
Yes, The Waterboy and Sandlot are gone.
All right, so I'm up, right?
Yep.
You are up.
All right, second pick of the fourth round. Once again, I'm already firing, know what I want. I'm going to go Toy Story.
Yep. That's on my list, too. It's a good one.
Yep.
Can't say you hate that movie. Anybody.
No, that's the start of a franchise right there. You got to love it.
Yeah.
Yep. So Toy Story, another movie that I had very high on my list. So the fact that I'm getting this late, I feel like that's fantastic value.
It's good value. No, it's good value. I like it. I couldn't pass up Sandlot, but realistically, if I'm looking at the grand scheme of like what people watch and stuff, probably should have picked Toy Story.
That was to be honest with you guys, I just switched that pick in the last 5 seconds before I said it. I had another one that I was going to take, but I didn't. So hopefully I get it back. But
I think you will. Toy Story is a huge pick. That's a good one. Like I said,
yeah.
So
I was being selfish with mine. I had to pick Sandlot because I'm such a it's nostalgic. I love it to death. But the Toy Story is so good.
Alrighty, so now
me for the double pick.
Right. So last pick of the 4th and first round of the 5th. First pick.
Yeah.
So, yep.
All right, Ben. So this one was hovering for me. I wanted to see who bit on the genre first. So you did, and now I'm gonna go Lion King.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. That's on the board.
Another movie I've never watched from beginning to end.
Oh, you are insane, bro.
That sucks, man.
Lion King.
That's a great one to miss, man. That's a great one. It's a great one.
That's why I thought we would have a good, collection of different, tastes and likes, because like there's a lot of movies that I'm sure there's going to be movies that you guys haven't seen that I love, or vice versa.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's why I said this one is so hard to value where you should take stuff, because we've all seen different movies. We all have different preferences in movies. Right. So it's good to see the variation we got going here.
Honestly, great value getting it that late.
Yeah, start of the 4th, end of the 4th round. I'm starting the 5th round now.
Wait. Yep. Okay. Go ahead. Let's make sure I wrote that off.
All right. All right. So if there's, hold on, I'm just gonna year check this one.
What is it?
As long as it's in the 90s, that's all you need.
All right, yeah, it's in the 90s, but I just had a question about franchising. I'm
gonna get some bonus points on it.
No, I'm gonna take this movie. I probably could get it later, but it's a movie I've seen so many times. Watch the franchise, any one of the other movies that are on anytime it's on TV. So I'm gonna take American Pie.
Yep, that was one of the next ones I had on the list. So that's gone. Yep, that was the one I was hoping. That's one of the two that I was like might be gone when I come around. That's
just
gone.
one that's just one right as soon as
the original
becoming not quite a teenager, but like getting into middle school and stuff, and you're learning about drinking and partying and all that kind of shit. Like that's when that movie's started to get big, and it's a big part of my
boundaries in a good way, man. No, that was a great movie. Great movie, great pick.
So I had to get that on. That was going to be one that I was going to be bummed if I didn't get on my list. And
so I hate you take it, but good pick.
Yeah,
I did like that one. Yep.
All right, so second pick of the 5th round, correct?
Yes.
Alrighty.
That's the third pick of the 4th round. I thought. What did you pick before that?
Lion King.
Oh shit! Yep. Sorry. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, Lion King was end of the 4th, and then American Pie started the 5th.
Yep, you're right.
Okay. So my 5th round pick, another movie I love. I've seen this a million times. Groundbreaking movie in a lot of ways. I'm going with The Matrix.
Yep.
Nice.
I probably could have gotten that later, but I feel like I got to give the respect it deserves. It deserves to be in the top 5 rounds, so I'm going to put it there. Matrix, 5th round.
Good pick. It's going to come off my board as well. Matrix is gone. All right. So, to round out the 5th round, I am taking Space Jam.
Yeah.
Okay. Good one.
I knew that one was coming down.
Yeah, that's 3 sports in a row for me, but I'm okay with it. Has to happen. It's just such a good movie. It's such a good movie that I'm going to go with it. And with my next one, I'm going to go with another one that is a franchise idea. They start taking off after it. I'm going to take Friday.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, that was on
a good one.
Yep, that was I had 3 or 4, and that was one of the 3 or 4 that I really wanted to take after the Sandlot Waterboy, and I'm happy it stuck around. So Friday is off the board. I'm taking that with my first pick of the 6th round.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I had it on my list.
All right, so I'm up.
Yep.
Sir.
Okay. So second pick of the 6th round. I can't let this slide anymore. I'm worried I won't get it if I do. Got to take Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
Taking Happy
That was
Gilmore,
another
baby.
one I had. Yep. It's gone.
Got to
Shit,
take Happy
that was
Gilmore
one of
off the
mine.
list. Yep.
It's a good pick.
Yeah. I had it late. I think I could have waited maybe one more round, but it's not worth risking.
You could have with me at least, but it definitely would have been next time around to me. That was gone.
Mm-hmm.
That was one that I would have wanted to take over Friday or Space Jam, but I couldn't do it. But
yeah, in my upcoming double pick, Ben, I was going to be contemplating that one hard. So
it's
probably a good take on your part.
All right, so last pick of the 6th round, and then the first pick of the 7th. This is going by fast, boys.
Yeah, we might have to add it up. Like I said, maybe we go to 15. We'll figure it out.
All right. I'm just looking at. All right. So, Buzz, basically, when you took Friday, right? You basically that's like the whole series of Friday, right?
No, you can take Friday too if you want. I'm just saying, like
I think
that's
the
the way
first
I saw it. Like as like that's why I wouldn't take Jurassic Park 2, or I wouldn't take like Toy Story 2.
Right.
Even though you
can. I think you can.
No, I think you definitely can. I'm just saying for me. When you guys saw that,
I wasn't gonna take a second one of those movies, but like, I feel like if you take that, you're taking the whole series. Because I have one that's also a series.
I don't think it's a whole series though, because Toy Story was great, but Toy Story 2 was great too.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like
I think 4 was the only letdown really overall. So like you can do any of them you want. Don't think of it that way. When you said the franchise, I more or less just meant like it was the start of a franchise. Why I want to take this earlier on.
Yeah,
you know, like with Friday. Didn't mean that like you couldn't take Friday. You know, the second Friday movie, like you know Friday after next, whatever, and be like that's my favorite. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the reason I said that is because now. Like I want to take a franchise, but there was multiple of them in the 90s, and like I
would just take your favorite one out of that one. To be honest,
whichever one.
You take which one's your favorite.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of like how a lot of people think The Godfather 2 is better than the first Godfather. Not that those were 90s movies, but like something like that. You don't have to take the first one. You don't have to take the first one in the series in order to get the one you want. So
yes, I agree. You don't have to.
Okay.
So back to back for you.
All right. So the first one I'm going to take, again, just because, I mean, the whole series in general, big part of my childhood. Love them. And I'm going to pick the second one in the series. I'm taking D2 Mighty Ducks.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted that one bad. That's a great fucking movie, Bean. Great pick. Great value getting at this.
That was coming up, too, to me.
Yeah, man.
Right. So that was my question. I was like, I don't want to know if I can just say Mighty Ducks and I have the Mighty Ducks franchise, or but if I'm going to pick one, if we made it clear to taking one, all right, so I'm taking D2 then for sure.
Yeah, if that's your favorite one, if someone likes the first one more, they take it.
No doubt.
Because it's also important what we put on the graphic. So you want D2 on the graphic. You don't want
to make sure we know what it is.
D2 Mighty Ducks. Yep.
That was another movie that I owned at home that I've seen a million times. So it was high on my list, but great pick. Yeah. Fantastic movie.
Happy to get it. I'm not sure. I was worried about it coming back to me. So
it might not have, depending on what Ben takes, to be honest. So that's a good pick.
Yeah. All right. So I feel good. So now my double pick here.
It's your next one.
Yep. I would think. I think I'm going to go another classic movie. We got a couple of them on this list already, but the main actor. But I'm going to take. Hold on, let me just. Before I say it, look dumb. I'm just verifying the year one time. All right, perfect. All right. I'm taking Big Daddy.
Yep,
good pick.
It's on my list too. It's a good one.
Couple Adam Sandler movies flying off the board. Not surprising. This was kind of his.
Yeah. We could honestly
the 90s was his time. I mean,
could honestly do an Adam Sandler movie draft, like honestly.
Easily could. We could. Because there's some newer ones that I wouldn't put above those, but they are great ones, you know?
Right. Yeah. Like his catalog's big enough where you like a lot of those movies. But if you're talking straight 90s, like it's only going to be.
I mean, he had 5 or 6 in the 90s. Oh, they were just absolute classics. Like, but yeah.
Alrighty. So that was the first pick of the 7th round, and I believe I'm second pick of the 7th round, right?
That's correct.
All right. I'm going to go with another classic. This is also the beginning of a franchise, but I doubt any of the other ones are going to get taken.
Take the one I want.
I sure am. Just watched this the other night with my family on Christmas, going home alone. Home Alone.
Actually,
wasn't
the one. Wasn't the one, but it's a great one.
Okay. Yep. Home Alone. Another pick that I had rated. I love that movie. I had this rated as a late first, early second round pick. So the fact I can get it this late, I'm happy with that. So Home Alone, seventh round.
That's a great one. I got a little tied up in the sports. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that was gonna be on my bugaboo there, but I mean, those were some of my favorites, and I know it's kind of a mixture of your favorites and what the people vote on, but
right.
I couldn't pass up some of them.
Now you got back to back, so close out the 7th and kick off the 8th.
All right, so to close out the 7th, let's see here. Let me double check. All right, I am going to go with this one. I'm going to start another franchise. I'm going Men in Black.
Oh, that was going to be my next one. That was a good pick.
Nice.
I was either going to take that or Home Alone, so it was a good snag.
And that's the one I am taking.
That just messed up my strategy, but great pick.
Okay, so 8th. All right, so yeah, I love that movie. There's a couple on here that I like. I know they're not going to get taken, but I so badly want to put them in. But
honestly, head to head, Men in Black is a better movie than Home Alone, so I should have taken it. But I just thought Home Alone would get snagged. But
I mean, I think Home Alone is one of those. Again, it goes to the people pick. We're going to put these online. See, I think Home Alone buys you a lot more. Yeah, probably.
But just like when you think about
Men in Black's a good one.
Yeah, when you think about how unique Men in Black was, like they really had
so much. I loved it too.
Yeah, it was just all-time movie. So yeah, great value this late too. So
I like it. And this next one I'm gonna do it now is another start to the franchise of another one. I'm taking Bad Boys.
Okay. There you go.
Yep.
I don't know if that would have been anyone that comes off your guys' list. I might have taken it. I could take it last maybe. Whatever it is. Martin Lawrence, Will Smith. I mean, you're talking 90s, you're talking those two. You can't not talk those two when you're talking 90s. And so I got to take it. I got to take Bad Boys. I'm taking the first one. Obviously, any other ones come off it. But personally, I actually liked both Men in Black, the first one, and Bad Boys, the first one, more. But I also think it's a nostalgia thing. So, that's a different argument, different day. But those are the ones I'm taking.
All righty. So you took Men in Black and then, sorry, what was the?
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. So I'm up now, right?
So many movies I'm looking at right now that I love that I hate that I can't add. Yeah.
I feel like I can get this later, but I don't want to disrespect it because it's another movie. This might be like, this is probably like a top 3 of my favorite movies, but I figured no one else would take it, so I know it's safe.
Oh,
but,
no.
I'm taking Casino.
That's a good one.
Casino.
That's a look. In my opinion, that's an under the radar one. For a lot of people. Dude. I don't think a lot of people. And I don't know if you remember, actually, Ben, you're the one that asked me, have you watched it? I was like, just watched it. I just watched it on Netflix a little bit before that. It is, I haven't watched it now. I guess it's been 5 years or so, but that's the first time I'd seen it too. So great movie.
Incredible. I'm very happy that I got that 8th round.
And that's,
big time
actors. It's a good one. Good one.
All right. Being last pick of the 8th and first pick of the 9th.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to take classic comedy, man. I'm just kind of surprised I hung around this long. But I'm going to take Office Space.
Oh, I almost took that, dude.
Yeah.
It's either going to be Casino or Office Space. Great pick.
Perfect. So so I just took your 9th pick, presumably. All right. So now I'm going to go another one. I'm not sure how commercially popular or famous this movie is, but I love it, so I have to take it. It's a fucking kind of a dark movie, but I love it. It's very good drama. Kind of a different vibe to it. Like the culture and the theme of the movie is not something that's touched on in a lot of other movies. I feel, at least, that I've seen. So I'm going to take American History X.
The way you're describing it, I was like, he's going to take that. Yep. Good pick.
Yeah, I love that movie.
That's the one you guys gather around and watch during Thanksgiving and Christmas, right?
Yeah, we all sit on the couch and we cheer. We cheer.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. No, but that is a great movie, though, overall, for sure. I have that on my list. That's a good one. That's gone now, but it is a good one.
Had to take it.
I don't blame you.
So me now, right?
Yep. Sure is.
Round 9.
I gotta knock one of these off because I don't take it. I'm gonna go with arguably Chris Riley's best movie. I'm going Tommy Boy.
Oh, yep. Fuck, that was my last one. I didn't think I'd get away with this long with it.
Yep, go Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy's a great one.
Tommy Boy.
That's a wonderful pick. That sucks. Yeah, I really I was sold on that one for my final.
Yeah, very happy with that in the 9th round. So,
yeah, I was sold on that one in my finals. I did not think I could take it, to be honest.
All right, so Buzz's last 2 picks, no pressure.
Last 2, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit of a second here. So, I'm gonna be honest. This is where I'm torn. Is going with what people trying to get the vote, or just going with what I personally love. That is it's a tough one here, but I'm gonna have to do it. It's one that I absolutely love, and I feel like I can't leave it off. And that would be I'm going Any Given Sunday. It's one of my favorite.
Al Pacino.
It's one of my favorite sports movies. It's definitely up there. I say one of mine because I have a lot of them. Obviously, I mean this is already my 4th sport movie in this draft, but that's just truly it's what I'm drawn to. I gotta take it.
In a rare instance of a scene from a movie, you can take that locker room speech and you can play it in real life, and it's not corny at all. You can use that as like an actual pump up speech, and I think that happened when we were in high school. So
yes, it is one of the best you can grab. Actually, that is a great one. It is every goddamn inch, that is a good one. This next one, give me a quick second now because I am torn between 2.
All right.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna regret a few of these not taking them. All right, I'm just gonna have to do it. I am gonna go with this next pick. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take Jumanji. I love Jumanji. I did not think that I'd take it this late. I definitely missed one of Ben's picks too, I think here. But 1, 2, 3, 4.
Down right now.
Yeah, Ben, I don't know what you took after. Oh no, because I took. Well, if I took 2 in a row, you should have one more.
You have
to go back. Yep, that's right. Okay. Anyways, yep, that's true. Okay, so I'm taking Jumanji. I'm gonna be honest. That was where I kind of came into the part where like there's 1 or 2 that I would definitely will do honorable mentions. I'd probably put personally above it, but I do love Jumanji. I'm gonna take it. That's my 10th. I'm rounding it out with the 10th round of Jumanji, and I don't hate that. That's my round out.
All right, so yeah, this is my last pick, and then Bean's got his last pick, right?
Yes, sir.
This is very tough because
you have 2 more picks, Ben.
No, he's got one.
I got one left. Yep.
What'd you take after Office Space, Bean?
American History X.
Okay, and then what did you take after Casino, Ben?
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
Okay, yep. I just didn't write them down. I just bitched about them, crossed them off my list. All right. So yes, we got 2 more picks. All right.
This is tough, but I got to go with what I like the best. It's kind of controversial. Some people like this movie, some people don't. But this is a movie I love. It connected with me. A lot of people don't really get the movie, but I love it. I'm gonna go Big Lebowski.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put that on my list. That was one I literally wrote down as a note. Need to watch again to remember because I haven't seen it so long. I could not remember.
There's so many movies that I thought would be taken and didn't, so it was tough for me to pass those up. But I got to have Big Lebowski on my list. But
I feel like I appreciate it more than I'm acting right now. Like I said, I haven't seen it in so long, and I'm like, I feel like it's a great one.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of honorable mentions after this.
But... Oh yeah.
All right, Mr. Irrelevant.
Hey, it's working out for Brock Purdy.
Exactly.
True. All right, so
this is going to be a pretty good pick.
Yeah, I'm going with another one that was just a big part of my childhood. Watched it a lot. It was kind of in the same sentimental value for me as American Pie. It's like as I was growing up, it was kind of like a partying movie mixed in with sports. So it had the sports angle, the partying angle.
Shit. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Varsity Blues.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay.
That was on my list for sure. That's why I want to do a sport one.
I didn't even have
so
it on
many
my list,
sport ones. No, I had that one. I love that movie. That's
That
a great one.
I've never seen it. So
you've never seen that?
Yo,
no.
you gotta
that is bikini, bro. Amazing. Yeah, that's a whipped cream bikini. That was like the first time with that, but also the Billy Bob part. Like the Billy Bob is what I feel like everyone knows about. Like is damn.
Yeah. That's just a classic. Yeah, football partying is so good. I love that.
Such a good movie. There's also Paul Walker there.
Yeah.
Like one of his first like big ones.
Yeah. Paul Walker was the starting quarterback that got hurt.
Yep, the stud quarterback that just
yeah. Got his job taken.
Paul Walker definitely got hurt. That's for sure.
Jeez.
Oh, yikes. Yep, he did. It was a little less in the movie, but
yeah. It was just I think it was just a foot injury there, Ben, in the movie.
Yeah, leg. I think he broke his leg or something.
Oh, broke his leg.
Tore everything in his knee and shit. But I was thinking Billy Bob too on a separate one. That's the one where it's like they count down the concussions and like it's like one of the games he gets his another one. He's like not even standing up. The coach is like send him in. He's just like tied up, ankle tied up to another guy next to him.
Yeah,
like,
the head coach
blaming him. They're like, oh, Billy Bob.
Yeah, John Voight, right, is the head coach.
I can't think of the name, but yeah, probably. That might be right. I think it's a guy from National Treasure movies and shit. I can't think of the name, but yeah.
Well, boys, that was
the last pick.
So that was 10 rounds. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. So
that's what I said earlier.
Sounds like we all got our got what we wanted. We can probably funnel this into another draft down the road, like you said, Buzz. Maybe a sports movies draft, stuff like that. But I feel like I feel like the point of a draft is like you got to take the most valuable, and some people aren't going to get drafted, so
the only one the biggest one that truly fucking kicks me right in the dink that I missed was Saving Private Ryan. I really wanted that, but I knew Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction were going to be gone, and I figured I figured Saving Private Ryan would be gone. I wasn't as worried. I was like, maybe Bean won't take it, but I was almost positive Ben was going to take it before it got back to me. But
so why don't we do this? So why don't we go in order of our draft? So Bean, why don't you run down yours first, then I'll go, and then Buzz can go. So give us your 10.
Start with my biggest regret. Not that I don't like the movie, but just seeing how high you guys were on Pulp Fiction, I could have taken that first, and I was thinking I might be able to get it somehow with my second pick. But I was between that and Shawshank for my first pick, so clearly messed up there. So I'm bummed that I didn't get Pulp Fiction when it was right there for me.
But Shawshank though.
But yeah, so we'll start with we go Shawshank, Fight Club, White Men Can't Jump, Lion King, American Pie, D2 Mighty Ducks, Big Daddy, Office Space, American History X, and Varsity Blues.
I'm gonna be honest, Office Space, I don't recognize that one. That's the one I didn't know. Out of the whole thing, everything we did, Office Space, I can't place it.
Oh man, you've probably seen the meme like a million times on Facebook.
I've probably even seen it, but I can't place it. That's the one I can't place.
It's definitely like infamous as being one of those movies that like when it first came out, it like really didn't get much traction, but like as time goes on, it's like cult classics. So you definitely know like.
But I don't off the top of my head, I can't place it. That was the one I was like, shit, why can't I? Yeah, when you said that one, I was like, well, it wasn't on my board.
Buzz, if you just Google Office Space meme, you'll see it pop right up. And you'll
check it out.
Great 10 picks, Mean.
I'm happy with them. Aside from missing Pulp Fiction, I got a lot of stuff that were like I said,
great movies,
parts of my childhood. So feel good.
American Pie, that was the one that I was ready for too. It was on my list of potential 1-2s.
That's one I had to have. I love that movie. The whole series.
That's a great one.
For me, my draft, I'm pretty happy with my draft. I figured it might go this way because there's a lot of movies that people really like that I don't really have a super big connection to. Like for instance, like American Pie, I really only saw that like once or twice. I know it's like an all-time classic, but it's just one of those movies that like it lands with a ton of people. But for me, it's like
so good.
It kind of helped me with my draft strategy because I knew I could like pass over movies like that, knowing that like I don't really want.
That's one I couldn't.
But anyways, my draft top to bottom, we got Goodfellas in the first round, which I'm very happy about. That's the pick that I said I would quit the show if I didn't get.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, it's a great movie. I did not think. I thought Saving Private Ryan or Forrest Gump would be one that you're talking about. I did not think it'd be Goodfellas.
Goodfellas in the first round. Speaking of Saving Private Ryan, second round pick, Saving Private Ryan. Third round, Jurassic Park. Fourth, Toy Story. Fifth round, The Matrix. Shout out to Neo. Sixth round, Happy Gilmore. Also worth noting, Happy Gilmore. Me, Shooter McGavin, went to the same college. No big deal. Seventh round pick, Home Alone.
Did you have a picture with him?
I do, yeah. I did. I met him at my graduation. Yeah, and he also. I've got like a
subtle brag, but worth throwing in there.
That was like the third or fourth time I've met him. I've got a bunch of stories about him. But
I didn't say brag. I just said subtle brag. But I've
definitely told Buzz, I've definitely told you those stories before. I doubt I've told Bean, but
yes.
Anyway, 7th round was Home Alone. 8 was Casino. Pumped about that. 9th round, Tommy Boy, and rounding out my draft, Big Lebowski.
Yep. Those are great picks.
Yep.
All right. So my picks for Buzz 1 through 10. I had my first round, Forrest Gump. Second round, Pulp Fiction. Third round, Sandlot. Fourth round, The Waterboy. Fifth round, Space Jam. Sixth round, Friday. Seventh round, Men in Black. Eighth round, Bad Boys. Ninth round, Any Given Sunday. And 10th round, Jumanji.
I don't mean to brag, boys, but I think I got a lot of chalk.
I think I
got a lot of chalk.
I can say as far as like top ones, I would really, really love to have. Saving Private Ryan was a huge one. I do love Jurassic Park and Toy Story, definitely big ones, and Home Alone, all those. But Happy Gilmore was another one that I was like, I could probably throw that in for Friday.
Pumped I got that, dude.
But I could have thrown in for Friday, but I took Friday instead. That was a tough one. And then the Mighty Ducks in general. Once you took two Bean, I laid off it. I was gonna take that as like my 9-10 if it was still kicking around, but I laid off after you took two. But that's a great one. American Pie though. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, that's right up there. Definitely
those were two that I had to have, and I think I took them in back to back. I took them 5th and 6th, American Pie, D2. So I went straight to the heart on both of those.
No, those are great ones. Like I said, there's a couple I took definitely. I went by like Sandlot. I did not have to take that early. I probably could have taken that 9-10. Maybe not at all. Maybe you wouldn't have taken it. But Sandlot was one that personally that's my jam right there. I mean, I absolutely love Sandlot.
So we'll move into the honorable mention portion of the show. Who wants to start with their honorable mentions? What do you say we do, like 2 at a time? We'll each take turns with 2.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. We'll just keep the draft order. So
let's just go the order. Yeah, Bean, you go ahead.
All right. Couple other ones that I had on my list that were kind of like big time movies, but
and we can keep going round and round. You don't have to only pick 2. Right.
Yeah. Like Ben said, they just didn't really kind of resonate with me per se as far as taking them in a 10 movie list like this. But It was in there.
It's a good one. Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a 90s movie.
Yeah, the original one was. And then another one that was really big in the 90s. And I still like the movie. I couldn't put it over some of these other ones that are ones that I can watch over and over again. Was Good Will Hunting.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of mine that I probably should have put higher than I did. But
yeah. Honestly, if you look up like best movies of the 90s list, like that's going to be in the top 5 for most of all of them. But that's kind of like a critics movie where like if you know
right. Yeah. And it's just like for being a 90s movie, like we were kids when all these movies came out. So for that to be like a pinnacle movie for you as a child growing up, it's not going to be there. Maybe if I rewatched it now, I would have a better appreciation for it. But yeah, just growing up, Good Will Hunting, I'm like, okay, this is a good movie. Like, Ben Affleck.
I appreciated that more as I got older, for sure. I didn't mean to cut you off. I spent like when I got older.
There's also I can't remember what stand-up comedian does this bit, but there's a really funny bit about how, because I'm pretty sure Matt Damon was one of like the co-writers and like co-producers of the movie. And so one of them, there's a bit about like how Matt Damon's like, oh, well, I'm like this like hardcore street guy, but I'm also really good at math. And like I fuck all the hot girls and like so he's like
it's like the Family Guy dominates it too. I love it.
Yeah, like Matt Damon.
I was just gonna say that sounds like Family Guy thing.
Yeah, Family Guy does like the Ben Affleck getting dominated. So like Matt Damon doing all this shit, then just like Ben Affleck just like farts on the couch. He's like, "Is it almost ready or something like that?" He's like, "You haven't done anything." He's like, "Yes, I have." Like, you only smoke pot and done nothing. Like, it's a great one. What do you got, Ben? Yeah.
For me, I've got some more. There's some comedy movies I want to bring up, but maybe I'll get them on the next round of honorable mentions. But we got to give a shout out to The Sixth Sense.
Yeah,
that's a classic. Yeah. That's another one that I rewatched for the first time in forever, like a month ago, and it holds up. Definitely holds up.
Yeah.
All timer. And then Reservoir Dogs, another classic.
That's another one I got down. That's a great one.
I literally didn't even see that in my research.
I actually had them on a list next to each other. Those two you just mentioned, Goodfellas, Reservoir Dogs, and Sixth Sense, American History X, were like all next to each other.
Honestly, like Reservoir Dogs deserved to be drafted. It didn't, but it's very good movie. So
yeah, and I didn't even find that in my research, like looking through movies. But I actually genuinely like that movie. So
and there's another Tarantino movie after that.
Just go for it if you want it. Just go for it now. Say it. Whatever. Let's do an honorable mention. So
have you guys ever heard of True Romance? You ever seen that movie? True Romance.
I haven't personally.
You should watch it. I feel like it's a movie that like not a whole lot of people have heard of, but it's like a really sick cast. I don't know how the movie has like flown
I don't
under
think
the
I've
radar
heard
because,
of it, to be honest.
yeah, dude, it's got like Brad Pitt, obviously Quentin Tarantino, Michael Rappaport's in it. There's a crazy cast, very really entertaining movie. So you should check that out. I don't know if it's on HBO or what it's on, but if you get a chance to watch True Romance, definitely watch it. It's really good. So,
all right, big plug.
Yeah, what do you got, Buzz?
All right, I'll be very quick with these because I have a couple more after this I want to go through, but just a couple quick. I'm gonna go comedies first. 2 quick comedies I have was Billy Madison.
Yep.
That was definitely one in there that I would love to put in. Yep, just didn't. It wasn't nowhere to put it. And this one is kind of it's a comedy. Some people might not even, which kind of blows my mind, but some people might not even really know much about it. But it was pretty big for a while there. But Basketball.
Oh, that was on my list, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I remember loving that movie as a kid. My I say it might as well be my brother, but one of my uncles, not much older than me. I watched that with him when he showed me the Cheech and Chong movies, and then we watched Basketball.
Basketball is hilarious.
Cheech and Chong movies were great too. Don't get me wrong; those were great. But the Basketball was like, I remember just laughing and laughing and laughing. I mean, that was one of my favorites. That was a great one.
That was a movie that I knew I wanted to take. I ranked it 17 on my big board, so I'm a big fan of that movie. So, but I knew I didn't have to take it because I didn't think it would land on the on the graphic. So I wanted to put other movies ahead of it. But to tell you how highly I think of that movie, like I said, it was 17 overall on my big board. So I like that movie a lot. Right. I think it's great, and it's the South Park guys, so it's fucking hilarious. So
exactly. Yeah. I genuinely love that movie also, and same reason as you, Ben. I didn't take it because I'm just like, I don't want to put a movie on my board that I feel like a large portion of the audience might not even have seen before.
Right. That's why I didn't toss it up there.
But another movie
that could have been in place of Jumanji for sure for me. I mean, I love that one.
It's comedy, it's sports, it's a fucking awesome movie. So
that is a great movie.
I had a lot of sport ones I could have put in there. I kept getting more and more. I was like, oh shit, like
Bean, you got any more honorable mentions?
Yeah, I don't really have. I got like 3 on this list, 3 or 4, or that haven't been taken or mentioned, and that's it. Like my list, I know I wasn't as big as you guys, but Fargo was a good movie.
Yep.
Another sports movie that.
Have you ever seen the TV show?
Yeah, TV shows are good.
So fucking good, dude. I think that's like top 3 of my favorite TV shows ever.
TV I haven't seen the new Fargo movie either. I don't know if you guys have, but
the TV show they do it's like a different different storyline like every show.
The first 2 seasons of that are fucking some of the best TV ever made. I swear to God, so good. If you haven't watched the TV version of Fargo, check it out. It's on Hulu.
Ben, who's the main character in the first one? It's he's really good.
Oh, Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite actors too. So
but yeah, I saw that movie. The initial movie for that came out in the 90s, so I thought that should get mentioned. And then another sports movie that I like a lot, but it was kind of another one that I'm like, all right, casual audience members probably definitely haven't seen the movie, but He Got Game.
That's a good one. Great one.
Denzel Washington and Ray Allen, Jesus Shuttlesworth.
That's a good one. I have it on my. I didn't put it down, but it was one. That's why I said if we did a sport one, I had it on my list. Like that was a good one.
Yeah.
All right, so you want me to just run off a bunch I have?
Sure. Go as many as you want. I can throw in whatever you miss. I got a couple here.
Another one I almost drafted, Dumb and Dumber.
Yep, that's on mine for sure.
Fucking great comedy movie. Rudy. We didn't draft Rudy.
I got that on here. I thought I was gonna get some shit about that for like Notre Dame shit, but it's just not good enough for me to put it in the top 10. But it's a good one.
Under the radar movie that I personally love a lot. I knew I didn't need to draft it, but I still want to give it a shout out. Mystery Men. You guys remember that movie?
I do not.
No?
Nope.
Oh, well, it'd take me forever to describe it. So if anybody out there has seen Mystery Men and they like it, shout out to you because it's a sick movie.
Take a long time because it's mystery, but it's probably good.
Then we got Nutty Professor, classic.
Oh, yep, that's a good one. I got that on here. Yep.
Yeah, the Grumpy Old Men.
That's a franchise too. Grumpy Old Men. I had
Grumpy
that on
Old
here
Men
too.
Series.
Yep.
Austin Powers.
Yep, I had that on here. Yep, that's a good one.
Iron Giant.
I have that on there. Yep, great one. Great
Aladdin.
one. I'm trying to cross these off as I go. Aladdin. Yep.
And then there was one last one that I ment to bring it up before the show started because I felt like it would be unfair if Buzz Alwyn's could draft like an autobiography film, but Sling Blade.
I don't know what that is.
Bean, do you know that movie?
I haven't seen that one. I don't know what that is.
Bean, do you know Sling Blade?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. I'll have to
It's
look it up.
Honestly, Buzz, it's even better that you don't know what that movie is, because when you
No,
do
I have
look
no
it,
idea.
when you do look it
And I
up,
love movies, and I've never heard of this one. I don't even know anything
it's
about it.
loosely based on you. So
That's great. I probably won't like it. Okay. Yeah, any more you want to throw in there?
I mean, I don't want to take him away from you guys.
No, just go ahead. I got 119 on this fucking list. So go ahead and just throw what you got.
I think I already threw out Ace Ventura, right?
No, but that's a great one. That's the one I would have had on there.
Yeah, Ace Ventura, Boondock Saints.
Yeah,
fuck.
That's a good one. That's on here.
Yeah,
I didn't see that in my research.
No, that's a good one. I didn't put down. Yeah,
Titanic. Nobody drafted Titanic.
I have Titanic. I honestly have it one of the top ones. I didn't take it because no one was. I was like,
Nobody's.
Yeah, I think that's one that would have gone over with.
It's a classic.
Well, I'm not putting that on my
100% an audience member though. That's it.
And
I'll admit, I've watched it recently actually, and I can appreciate it. It's really good film overall, but it's like it's really long and it's like not. It's not what I'm putting in my personal top, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And a couple more that I got to give love to. First, Cool Runnings. Love that movie.
Yeah, I got that down too. I love that one.
The last one that I had on my list that hadn't been mentioned yet.
Such a good movie. And then last but not least, another kind of obscure one, but I personally love it, Twister.
Yeah, I have that actually. Yes,
Twister.
They have a new. Do you see they have a new one coming out?
No, sequel? I almost wouldn't want to watch it because I
don't think it'll be good at all. No, I bet it'll be terrible. But there is a sequel coming out. I saw.
Yeah, Twister, fucking low-key sick movie.
Yeah,
Twister scared me the first time I watched it. Like I think I was like, it was just like a scary movie to me.
I was still so young that I didn't realize that Twisters, like tornadoes, couldn't happen in Maine. Like I thought, this could happen to me tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
right.
See that house getting picked up, and I'm like, this would be terrifying.
The cow that gets sucked up in the air. Like,
Just get thrown. Yeah, no. That's
I also thought it was like a sick job to like kind of just like drive around filming tornadoes, but
I thought that was always like I remember like why would you want your job to be to go in like towards danger? That sounds like ridiculous. But that was one of those VHS tapes. Like I mean, like I had a VHS. That one and like Dante's Peak and stuff like that. That's like random like natural disaster ones. Yeah, I was like I had like those. I haven't watched those.
Dante's Peak's a good one too.
It is.
I've never seen it.
It's a good honorable mention. It's a good one. So I'm gonna. Holy shit! I have so many, so I'm gonna try to cut these down here. Let's go with just a couple rapid fire ones. Wedding Singer has to be thrown out there. Great one. The Truman Show, amazing. A lot of people haven't seen it. It's awesome. Jerry Maguire. Yeah, Jerry Maguire. Tom Cruise. He's a sports agent. Awesome movie. Wayne's World. Very quirky. You kind of got to be in it. You got to be in it. Yeah, there's a couple of them. I did watch. Back in the day I watched all of them. I've only seen the first one a couple of times. It's quirky. It's technically a Mike. What's his name?
Mike Myers.
Yeah. It's a sketch from Saturday Night Live that he turned into a movie, basically. But it is a good one. Half Baked, amazing.
Yeah. What's your favorite line from that, Buzz?
That's the one. No, we can't ruin this. We're gonna do a segment soon where we're gonna ask people to reenact certain parts, and that will be one of Ben's. I have that in mind. Dazed and Confused, McConaughey, that was nice. The classic. Yep, it was the classic. Favorite thing about high school girls is they stay the same age, or I keep getting older. They stay the same age, or whatever. Right. Yeah, that one, great one. Groundhog Day, Mrs. Doubtfire, Mortal Kombat. There's something about Mary, Independence Day, and then a couple sport ones here though. Little Giants, I absolutely love that one.
Yep.
Rookie of the Year, amazing. I could have put that higher. I love Rookie of the Year. The Mighty Ducks, the first one I had. I put Major League and all. Charlie Sheen and those, but he did the first two, I believe. But Major League movies,
I've never seen Major
awesome.
League.
I think I made you watch the first one with me. I feel like at my place, the 2 or 3 places ago I was at, whatever, Bucksport. But either way, great movie. Those are awesome movies. Terminator 2, 1 and 2, but I like 2 first.
Never seen the Terminators either.
Yeah. Oh, they're good. Silence of the Lambs, Nightmare Before Christmas. Great. My Cousin Vinny. It's kind of an under the radar one for a lot of people, but it's a great one.
I watched that for the first time maybe a year ago.
You know why? I know why you watched it.
Why is that? Because I'm a guinea wop.
Yes, perfect. Clerks, Screams, Star Wars. There's in there. Guys, I don't even remember this. Air Bud though for a sport one.
Homeward Bound.
I love Homeward Bound is another one I was coming up to on my list. Homeward Bound, amazing. The Program, it's a sport movie, amazing. Fucking football movie, awesome. Celtic Pride, one of the Wayans brothers. I think it's I think it's Marlon Wayans, but one of that. It's a great one. Little Big League. A lot of people forget. It's the kid that gets his grandfather owns the Twins, dies, leaves the team to his grandson. It's an awesome movie though. Awesome movie. Johnny Tsunami, Angels in the Outfield, one of my favorite ones, man. Oh, one of my favorite sport movies. I got a Goofy movie. I really want to put that as my number 10.
Oh, the Goofy movie, yeah.
But I feel like people wouldn't know what it was. I didn't do it. A Goofy movie,
Yeah.
great
Love
one.
that movie.
You already said Homeward Bound. Let's see, Indy. It's probably not
Indian in the
right
Cupboard
now, but Indy in the Cupboard, awesome.
Great movie.
Deuce Bigelow, Rush Hour. The Rush Hour series in general is good. You got Wild West, that was one I had blocked out. Black Sheep, that was the other. Farley one, yep. And Farley one. And then Beverly Hills Ninja was another one. Farley. I watched that recently. That's a great movie. Beverly Hills Ninja is an awesome movie.
So funny.
Yeah, and then A Bug's Life is how I round that one out. There's a few more that I'm not going to bother going through. There's actually like 30 more, but I'm not going through them all. But A Bug's Life was another good one, animated.
Yeah. Bean,
there's a lot that I had on there.
Bean, when you lean back like that, you look like you were an extra in American History X.
I think you stomped on a sidewalk somewhere, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I've curb stomped multiple people.
Nice.
It looks like you were definitely by Ben's side when he went to the football game in Virginia and then the wedding in Virginia. They both happened to be in Charlottesville, but he went to those weddings and football games.
All right, well, let's we'll wrap this up. But great draft. I'm looking forward to seeing what the people think about the picks and everything. See who wins. But we'll get this put up and get the graphics out and all that, and we'll see what everybody thinks.
Chill.
Ben, you haven't talked about it. Who won the last one on the post online? You got me by one on my personal Snapchat post. See what happened. You got me by one. I think it was 8-7 or 9-8 or something.
I can't remember. I'd have to go look, but
I'll say I won then. Okay, so I won that one. So we'll see what this next one is. If we should put it right on. I know it goes to YouTube technically, but we got to put these right to Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll
people got to pick me. I need the what do you call it? The reassurance that I'm the best. So I feel like I am on these picks, but I need to know it.
All right. Well, that was our 90s movies draft. Tune in next week for our next topic, but we'll see you soon, folks.
Mm-hmm.